Have you ever dreamed of just a truly massive city of Balmora? Like a Balmora that actually feels like a city, instead of just a particularly large town. Today's Mod Day just might finally make those dreams a reality, because today's Mod Day is Amazing Balmora Expansion by Eluwil. And basically, this mod does exactly what the name implies. It makes a huge, massive, gigantic expansion to the city of Balmora. Basically doubling the city in size, adding over 50 new buildings, with entirely new districts just expanding out in virtually every direction. Like, this is just an utterly massive expansion to the city here. It is just truly huge. And probably the biggest expansion that we've seen for Balmora since, really, I think the 2017 mod, City of Balmora by Predator and Envy Developer. And in terms of visual design, it is just a little bit reminiscent of the 2014 mod Epic Balmora by Mike and Ike. That mod, sort of did the same thing with that layering of new districts and buildings, just kind of built into the hillsides around Balmora. And those visual parallels are just especially striking when it comes to the Velocity Dome district around the temple. Both mods implement just a very similar, visual design with that district. But while Epic Balmora is, just a very scenic and a very nice looking expansion with just a ton of verticality, it is, at the same time, only a cosmetic expansion with no new content and no new interiors. Whereas Amazing Balmora Expansion adds just a ton new content and a ton of interiors to go along with this massive expansion to the city, with 51 new interiors added to the city of Balmora, basically again doubling the size of the city. And that's not exactly a one-to-one ratio between new interiors and new buildings. There is, still a few buildings that are incomplete, that don't have interiors, or have incomplete interiors. This mod is, kind of still in development, a little bit. There's, more stuff planned for the future. But for the most part, these are new locations that you can actually enter, with, tons of new shops, taverns, NPC residences, towers, not to mention a new player home, a bank, and a sewer system that you can just, explore and fight through. There's a ton of content here, including a few new quests, with about 7 new quests for you to go on. And, it should be noted that, again, this mod is still kind of in development, and I think there are plans for, more additional quests at some point in the future. But anyway, in addition to the quests, there's also just a ton of new dialogue. Just sort of integrating these new locations and these new districts into the game world, giving you a history and a background for all the new content that's been added in here. So this is much more than just a simple, cosmetic expansion to the city. Not only does this expand the city of Balmora, this also expands the tiny fishing village of Hla Oad, adding about 15 new buildings and, a ton of docks and ships. Though currently I think only 7 of those 15 buildings actually have interiors. So, again, this mod is kind of just, still in development. But either way, it is a very scenic and a very impressive looking expansion to the cities of Balmora and Hla Oad, with just a lot of potential. Though, I should note that, obviously, this will have a pretty big impact on performance. Like, the FPS here is, I think, about 19 to 20. It has a big FPS impact, and obviously this footage has been just, kind of smoothed out in post-processing. So, just keep that in mind. There is a huge FPS impact here, and obviously this will also conflict with pretty much anything that adds anything to the city of Balmora. It is again, a massive expansion that will not work with any other, Balmora mods, like Balmeric, or Delera Balmora, or Balmora Waterworks, which we showcased just a few weeks ago. All that will obviously conflict with Amazing Balmora Expansion. But, just ignoring all that, this is just a simply massive, beautiful, scenic, and, verticality-inducing overhaul and expansion for Balmora, adding just a ton of new content. And if you've got, enough space for it in your game, it is absolutely worth checking out. But anyway, that's just our the day. So as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.